Ronaldo a last name that's really big?
It's just Mercado.
Mercado?
Mercado. Yeah,
Mercado.
Spanish for market.
Like avocado.
Yeah, just a fun fact.
Fucking. All right, so guys, welcome to another episode of Help I'm High, Can't Get Down. We got Max Pryce, Ronaldo Mercado.
Excellent.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
funniest person, 2021, host of
Riff Laugh Love.
Riff Laugh Love. Where you guys find that?
YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all those places.
Yeah, this is exciting. You guys are here for a Don't Tell show.
Yeah.
Sold out, baby.
Yeah, sold out.
Sold out? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looking forward to it. Yeah.
And then where are you guys at right now on your trip?
This is the second.
I ate my mushrooms like 2 hours ago. I'm feeling good. The space is looking pretty weird. But I'm enjoying it.
We're at this in the second day.
Okay.
Second day of it. It was supposed to be a little longer, but got cut off because of playoffs.
Some shitty football team.
Yeah, playoffs. You know,
some football team that sucks.
Sports
ass.
will always trump comedy. Always. Like it doesn't matter. There's no Super Bowl for comedy. You know?
I mean, if you guys have spent any time in Ohio in the past week, honestly, the sports is bringing comedy, or it's bringing in comedy because it's everyone's doing the gambling now.
Wait,
what do you mean?
So FanDuel, so Ohio just legalized sports gambling. So everyone in Ohio is fucking flipping. Everyone, it's literally like crypto. Back when crypto was going hard in the pandemic, you hear girls yeah, I'm into FanDuel, but I think I'm just gonna switch over to I don't know what the other fucking
Wow,
ones.
you guys are about to start seeing a lot of homeless people.
Yeah, dude. No, I'm telling you, it's
so people are going hard on it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, they're $10
diving
here.
in.
It's I won $300 and I bet it all, and it's all right, dude, chill.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay. Oh, so you mean there's been a lot of people doing jokes about about that?
Yeah, not just that, but just the fact that I think it's hilarious. Just all of these people who are making fun of the crypto guys back 2 years ago, and then there's Ravens, Bengals.
Really? Yeah, I literally was driving. We were driving last night, and I was like, man, dude, there's not a lot of homeless people out here in Columbus way.
What's going on right
now? Oh fuck! Now we just lost the computer.
Rolling blackouts.
Yeah, shit. The laptop, of course.
Is it the?
Wait, what's going on?
Are
we good? I don't know what's going on.
Is it the fucking thunderstorm, dude?
You know what? I just downloaded. Yeah, I didn't.
I am so scared right now.
Yeah. Good.
Turn it on.
So
We moving?
Dude.
We're still good.
We're still good. That was crazy.
We pull up to a strange apartment complex in the middle of Columbus. I'm like, dude, we're not fucking making it out of here. Oh my god.
Fox and hands. Hey, brother. Yeah. Sometimes you're the fox and sometimes you're the ham, bro.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's funny.
We were driving. We went downtown and there was no homeless people. I was like, dude, it's pretty
were they
downtown Columbus is pretty
were they hiding?
solid. I guess. Oh, I don't know. It was raining, so maybe they're
Oh
hiding.
yeah, I was gonna
You guys
say.
have a big homeless?
Oh, dude, it's crazy
in Columbus.
It's but honestly though, it's almost they're almost like workers because they take shifts. So it's you'll be at a corner.
Sure.
It'll be noon to 4.
That's everywhere.
Yeah.
That's everywhere you go.
Yeah.
St. Louis,
I'll be pulling up and they'll be like, "What time is it?" It's 4. Where you need to be?
I'm late for my other corner.
Maybe if it's just because we were just downtown, but I didn't see a lot of people out on street corners.
Yeah.
When we were out there.
Well, it was also 2 a.m. and it was pouring rain, so they were probably in their little sewer.
Drive through St. Louis.
tents.
They're
in their little sewer holes or whatever.
How's St. Louis with the homeless people?
We burn them.
Nice.
Yeah,
For fuel.
Yeah, we recycle them. they go into the air and become stars.
It's truly a beautiful process. They return back into space diamonds, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Exactly. So what are you? I mean, clearly we're ahead of the pack on what to do with the homeless people.
Yeah. And climate change.
Well,
honestly.
downtown. There's a whole area that's, is the sidewalk is unusable. It's just all tents and they're
really
all
you guys
up.
got that?
There's there's just
gnarly.
they're all the majority of them are condensed to this one area in downtown. It's almost like a mini park, this like
Yeah.
grass area, like park thing, and they all just like it's like their fucking square, dude. Like,
That's what I'm saying. I'm
they
like,
fence
get
it off
surprised when I go to like downtown cities, and I'm like, where they at?
Yeah.
They should be like congregated
we have
somewhere.
a home for ours.
Right.
Like, where are these guys?
And then there's just other ones just sort of scattered throughout. Like I mean, like where I like the well, I mean, we live literally right next to each other, so they're like the exit you have to take to get to our area. There's always you never see the same one. But
Yeah.
like the Carondelet, like River City Boulevard,
Yeah.
like off of 55,
Yeah.
that corner right there,
Yeah.
that River City exit is literally like there's a different homeless person there like every
They're
every,
moving.
like 12 hours.
They're migrating.
Yeah,
Where are they going?
Like you said, they're like in rotation. Like they're on a fucking, they're on
Yeah.
a schedule. Like they're
Yeah.
literally always in rotation, and they like go to different corners. But I've never once except for the guy that guy who sits at the corner of that Target right down the street.
There?
Same guy every single day.
Oh yeah.
He's got to be the head honcho then.
Yeah, and
he's got like the best spot.
Yeah, I know. I mean, he's old, so I mean, like, yeah, he's definitely got seniority. He's like, look, I'm taking the Target. This is where the rich people. This is where this is where the liberals go.
Yeah, dude.
They'll give me money. They feel for me. I'm not going to Walmart. Those Republicans are greedy.
That's funny.
They don't give me. Those conservatives don't give me money. So
Do
They're
we
spreading.
have anything like that? Do we have like a spot where homeless people stay? No, we don't have them. Confined
Yeah,
to
see
an
what I
area?
mean, dude? That's what I mean. Like, it's not like
Target's a great place.
I would've seen
to,
him. I feel like I would have seen a bunch of them.
Target is a great place to like camp out as a homeless person. Because
Yeah.
like you can't be like too liberal. You can't be like Whole Foods.
Yeah.
Like they're scared of homeless. They're like they're clutching their pearls.
And if you go to
and then like
Walmart,
Walmart,
they'll
they're
fight them.
yeah exactly. They'll just get punched in the face for not having a job. But Target is that like perfect balance of
middle.
like they're middle class. They're not too above everyone else, but they also like have a soft spot for that, because it's generally more liberal people, So like that's a great. That's like exactly.
Those
what
people
you
are
want
still
in
like they're willing to
homeless.
spend like $40 on jeans,
Yeah.
Like that's where they
Like,
want
you
to
ever-
go to spend like.
Like we live right next to this Target that has like a parking garage below the Target.
Yeah.
So you park underneath the building, and it's this whole parking garage, and then you just go like up an escalator into the Target, and there's always a homeless guy like outside, and then there's always a homeless guy next to the escalator into the like escalator entrance of the Target.
Yeah, it's gross.
And for some reason there's something creepy about a homeless guy in the parking garage. Like I don't know what it is about parking garages that's
Yeah.
just like it makes it extra like.
Oh yeah.
I'm just like the outside guy, I'm like, hey man, like good luck to you, like. But the inside guy, I'm just like, stay away from me. Here's money,
Yeah.
I'm like throwing it the opposite direction, like making it to a paper plane, like cash. Just go the opposite direction, But I don't know, something about a parking garage makes it creepy. But I always give money to homeless people because you really think about it, like it really could be. It's the only reason some people. There aren't more is because people have like support systems and stuff when times get tough. Some people don't have a support system, but some people don't have any family. And then, one little thing leads to another. And then, I know of someone, like a friend of a friend, literally just like, she was just a single mother who had no family like around to help her with anything. And like, she got laid off at her job, and like, while she's in between jobs, something happened. She was like late on rent. She got like evicted, and then she's like living in her car with her daughter. And then like while they were like shopping one day, like someone smashed the window, stole all the stuff out of their car. And then so she's like living in a car with her daughter that has the window smashed. Someone calls Child Protective Services, gets her kid taken away.
Dude.
So and then it's just like, and like next thing you know, this lady's just on the street, has her kid taken away, just like she's got nothing.
And then
she's got nowhere to go. It's
6
just,
months of that, and then it's just
right, and then
another person that's out there just screaming at flags.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I
exactly.
mean?
Yeah, exactly. It's wild.
That's
It can happen.
crazy.
And then she became pink.
That's the moral of the story.
Isn't
Like,
that inspiring? Sometimes you need to go through some hardship, okay? Sometimes it's not all fucking flowers and roses. Sometimes you got to live in your car and get your child taken away, and then you hit songs for moms.
Yeah, if you want jams like "So What," I'm still a rock star. Sometimes you gotta get that kid taken away.
Yeah, dude.
Sometimes you just
Get
gotta
that
throw
haircut
away that
and-
baby. All right.
Yeah, so what? I didn't want that kid.
So you said you've been doing comedy for like 9 years.
Yeah, 9 years technically. I would say like 7 years really dedicated. Like I did my first open mic, and I was like, for the first 2 years, I did it very seldomly because I found out like a couple months in that I was having a kid, and so like most of my time went into that, you know. So like first couple of years was just barely. And then I just gave the kid up, and I focused on comedy. No, yeah, I said that. I decided deadbeat dad was the life for me. No, but you know, once he got a little older, and it was easier to get out and stuff. So the last 7 years is I've been like dedicated,
Gotcha.
you know, and yeah, and
So your son is then like what?
he's about to be 8.
Okay, so you said you started going out like when he was like what, like 3-ish?
Like once he turned like, you know, like in the 1 to 2 area.
Okay.
Like somewhere in that arena.
Would you? How would you say like what's the balance like? Like
It's tough.
because you said that you didn't really start doing it until you had the kids. So this is like really all you've known, right?
Yeah, especially because like I live, you know, like I don't have any family in St. Louis, and then
Where are you from?
That's a long story. I'm originally from California, outside of San Diego, but I've also lived a long time in Arkansas, then New York, and Indiana, and then St. Louis. But I've been in St. Louis for 16 years now. So.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So I mean, I've spent the majority of my time there.
You guys like it?
Yeah. I mean that's all he's really. I mean.
Yeah.
He's like, I was trying to leave,
Yeah,
dude. That's why I'm on the
great.
road. I was like,
Try to spend as much time away from there as possible. Yeah. No, it's a great starting city for comedy.
It's fun.
that's what
develop.
Tim's has been telling me, because like one of the
Yeah.
things that we have, it's a little harder in Columbus, is just like, you know, the open mic scene's kind of light, and then we just don't have clubs that like really work with like the locals. Like Cincinnati, great city to start out in if you're in Ohio, because it's like they have Go Bananas and everything, and they work a lot more with like the locals as opposed to like the Funny Bone and stuff like that.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's
it's
Yeah,
the funny
you
bone
really-
in St. Louis is like that's where if you're a young starting out comic, you can go
And get a lot of
and
work.
like work up.
Helium's a much
To
harder.
getting work.
Helium in St. Louis is much harder.
Really?
Because Helium is more accommodating to their headliners bringing their own guys and stuff. And
Interesting.
also like Helium just brings in much like bigger names, you know,
Yeah.
bigger acts and stuff. So they've got like, you know, the higher status comics will, you know, be able to bring their own feature and all that, you know, and so Helium always accommodates that, and most people do. So like if you're a feature, it's you know, it's easier to get work at Helium if you're like a host, you know, but like at the feature level, you're waiting a long time for a weekend because there's so few to give out, because 3 out of every 4 weeks the headliner brings their own feature.
But I think it's a wonderful club, and I think they're great, and I would love to work there.
And that's nothing. Yeah, and I don't even mean that as like fuck Helium. Like I get it. The manager, like I love the manager.
No, it's fun. I have a fun time when
Dan, you know, like the new
perform
manager at Helium St. Louis, Dan is awesome. I love him, and he tries really, and like he really does like want to help the local like scene and stuff, and he tries his best. And I mean, there's been multiple times where he's, you know, booked me, but then the headliner was like, I want to bring my own guy. He's like, dude, I'm so sorry. Like, I want to. Sorry. Am I not speaking?
There you go.
Enough? All right. Okay.
Max Pryce in the
Make
microphone.
sweet love to the microphone.
And then he had to cancel me, and so we had to. And the pickles, and the pickles. Sweet sour sauce all over my body.
You doing ASMR, dude?
Just do the Dane Cook bit about whispering into the drive-through.
Big Dane Cook guy, huh?
I didn't even think about ASMR.
Again, now I'm coming up to your right side.
Someone give me a taco to eat.
You're making my listeners hard. We need to stop. This is not what I signed up for.
If you're not touching yourself right now. Are you really big into letting like fate decide your This looks like the
Yeah, is
little
that a fushigi?
See, that's what
I thought it was the Lord of the Rings thing with like the seeing eye,
Yeah.
you know.
You just
And then you got a
the ISR on.
You're just
Yeah, we just got everything going on. I don't know, man. I feel like, I kind of play with the idea. I think it's fun. I'm not like one of those guys like, oh, crystals, and I'm setting them around my bed and fucking setting intentions and shit like that. But it's all, at the same time, it's like, it's fun, and girls like it. So it's like, they're like, oh, you got this amethyst crystal. And you're just like, yeah, baby, I know all about amethyst. How about you come over here and give me some of that energy? You know?
I
amethyst dick.
I like to bring a singing bowl on the road with me.
Oh.
With Max.
I mean,
Max got real mad last time I brought my singing bowl.
Yeah. I mean,
I pulled it out and he's like, "Why?" And I was like, "Why not?"
I'm not.
Cleanse the energy,
I'm not
dude.
opposed to that stuff. I'll put I'll use a crystal as a butt plug when I'm feeling squirrely. But
above my bed, like in my rear mirror.
Subscribe to my channel and see some of that energy. But oh, you're a good doggy.
Yeah, do you guys have any dogs?
I'm the reason I have to keep washing my hands after I pet her is because I'm actually allergic to dogs.
So shit! I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. I do it anyway because I love it. But literally, I always break out in hives. So that's why I have to keep. Every time I pet her, I have to go wash my hands.
He's like, where's the bathroom?
Yeah, because I'll break out in the hives. But so yeah, I can't have. My apartment doesn't allow it anyway. But I mean, with being on the on the road a lot and just being gone all the time. I would, and even if I wasn't allergic, I just have no time for any kind of pet.
Yeah.
I was gonna get my son wants one so freaking bad, and I feel terrible. But then his mom's the same way. His mom and stepdad are always gone, always working and stuff, and always doing stuff. So he's just if either of us owned a pet, that poor thing would just be by itself all the time. I'm not gonna do that to an animal.
Yeah. That's how I feel about the women chained up in my basement. I just feel so. I feel so guilty when I'm gone all day. I just get to come by for a little
one
bit.
cage for all three of them. It's at least give them their own cage.
Yeah, dude.
They do shed a lot.
They have leprosy.
Yeah, dude. They're just falling apart.
No, I hate most dogs generally.
You hate most dogs?
No, I like dogs. I hate living with a dog.
Okay.
They're
It's kind of that's the same way with me in relationships. I like hanging around, the girls, but as soon as
I come, yeah.
it's please leave.
I don't think you like women. I think you like coming.
Dude,
I think we've gotten to the bottom of this.
How many times you fucked a dog and you're like, just leave? Oh God.
Fucking bitch.
Yeah, no. Well, we'll babysit, not fucking dog sit, and then I realize that most people don't know how to train their dogs.
Oh,
so
dude.
most dogs just suck ass.
Dude, it's so insane. When I first got her,
I'm a cat guy for sure.
When I first got her, she was dumb as fuck. She was so dumb, and she still got a lot of that super energetic this animal has no idea what's going on. But it took a while to just sit her down and be like, yo, roll over.
Okay, so actually, it's funny you say that because as I pointed out before, I'm almost positive your dog is some breed of boxer.
Yeah.
And so my my mom's old boyfriend trained dogs, and he would only own boxers, and he always said he would never own anything but a boxer, and he said what's the word, what people thought is that boxers are dumb because they never do what you told them, because it's actually the opposite. Boxers are literally one of the smartest dogs you can get, but they're incredibly stubborn. Yeah. And so you have to, there's a specific way that you have to train them. And he's what people just try to train them like you would a regular dog. He's but they're so different from the other dog. There's this, you have to know specifically how to train a boxer. And because when you first have them, you don't they don't automatically think of you as the boss and the alpha. It's they think they are, and they're fuck you gotta prove to me that I have any need to listen to you,
Yeah.
And so you have to train them a certain way that teaches them I'm not the alpha, I'm gonna obey you, whatever. And they said once you do that though, they're literally the best and smartest dogs you can possibly have. And so he would only own boxers, and they were his favorite kind of dog to train because
That's
like he
crazy.
knew how to specifically train them. And he said once you did, then like they were just literally the best dogs you could have. But he
I
said
think
yes.
my dog thinks that she's still the boss.
Yeah,
I think that's
that's probably what it is. And he was like it's no fault of the owner. He's like people just don't realize that like boxers are so different from every other dog, and they try to train them like you would any other dog, and like no, they like there's which I don't know anything about training dogs, but he's like there's you got to train them differently from any other dog, and then they'll become like the best pet you could possibly have.
That's why YouTube is the best. Like,
Yeah,
YouTube does everything.
Bro, that changed everything,
Bro.
man. What can't you do on your own if you have the time and like you're like willing, like you're patient enough to like and you have the resources, right? If you're patient, you have the time. What can't you do through YouTube?
I feel like it's been getting harder though recently.
I just came for the first time because of YouTube.
I
I was like, I'm gonna figure this out.
Yeah.
All right. I have the time. I have the resources. I'm gonna. Okay. But anyways.
Nah, fuck YouTube.
Yeah.
He's like,
I'm anti-YouTube. They used to be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but that's
YouTube
I
sucks
guess
now.
I guess that's what I was trying to get at is that I feel like it's changed. Like back in the day, you could like, and I feel like this was like Google, everything Google. It's like you could look up something on Google,
Yeah.
and you get 150 search results, and then you could just be like, all right,
Human decapitation.
yeah, boom.
Million results.
Now you look up that, and it's
You're
why is it
Yeah.
illegal?
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like, okay, well, I wanted to look up the other thing. Like,
Okay,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
So it's like, it's hard.
Do you ever try to find titties on YouTube?
I mean, was there ever a time you could actually find titties on YouTube?
I think that
you
there
guys want
was.
to find titties on YouTube right now?
How do we do
I
that?
bet we can find titties on YouTube right now.
How do we do it?
It's probably like under like you have to think of like medical purposes, right? So it's probably like there's probably like how to how to breastfeed, you know?
surgery.
Yeah,
Just like,
yeah.
just
Yeah, if you want to watch
women.
watch a live feed of a surgeon, breast cancer, the surgery. Damn, bro.
You never wanted to see a mammogram
Look at that
before?
rack on that girl.
This is what I'm saying.
God
like,
forbid
'cause
you
women-
just look up Pornhub.
Because women go like, oh, you can't sexualize a woman feeding their baby, and I'm like, want to bet?
We'll be right back, folks.
I bet you I can.
That's fucking hilarious.
We'll be back after these messages.
Yeah. That's fucking great. So, no dogs. YouTube sucks.
Really hitting the hard points.
Yeah, we're making sure that we get everything.
I'm gonna eat a mint.
All right, take a second to let him pop that in there for him.
All right, we're good.
We're good. Hell yeah. So St. Louis, been there for 16 years. You've been there your entire life. How old are you?
24.
24? Hell yeah. How long have you been doing comedy for?
4 years.
4 years?
Yeah. Yeah, I lived like outside of St. Louis,
Okay.
like a suburb, or yeah, I guess that's what you would call it, Metro East area. It's East St. Louis. I lived in Illinois.
Okay.
Like 30 minutes outside the city, and then I moved to St. Louis March 1st of 2020, and then everything fucking shut down.
Wow, that was literally you got as close as you could to
Oh,
like
yeah.
the pandemic
Uh-huh.
close
Literally,
shutdown.
what, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
It happened like March
they
15th?
shut down the
Everything
16th.
like March 15th, March
Damn.
16th.
16th, yeah. And then, and yeah, that was the first place me and my girlfriend got together, and we were like, well, I guess we're gonna figure it out,
Yeah.
see if this fucking works. And it worked out. It was fine. But yeah, St. Louis is cool.
Was that a pandemic girlfriend or was that like
The same,
girlfriend
it's been with the same girl his whole life, basically.
Yeah.
Damn, like right out of the womb? It's like this is yours. It's like
That's when I started my relationship with God.
It was a prearranged. It was a prearranged marriage.
Me and God.
You and God.
She's beautiful. No, yeah, me and my girlfriend have been together since I was like 18,
Hell
17,
yeah.
18. Yeah.
that was crazy. Like the amount of people who got into like pandemic relationships.
Yeah, that's nuts.
And did it? I mean, but most of them did not work out at all.
As soon as everything started fucking opening back up, it's like your own place. Go.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who they had very, very recently gotten into a relationship together. When the pandemic happened, they just like bunkered up together, dude, and that they found out real quick they were not compatible. So I mean, I was single throughout it, so I didn't have to worry about that. But yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, I was single by choice.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not saying it was by choice. I'm just saying I was.
Yeah, I was choosing not to crush puss back then.
I was crushing puss, just not the same person every night.
Oh, fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Hey,
You
so
crushed
cool,
it,
bro.
Hey, you brought it up, bro. Come on. I'm just defending my title here.
That's fucking hilarious.
I'm not even a comedian.
He's just my driver.
Yeah, he's just your driver.
He just writes my jokes for me.
That'd be fucking hilarious. Driver only. Is there anybody like that? Like who doesn't
What
write
was
jokes?
that movie? Funny People with
Yeah.
like Seth Rogen was like writing jokes for him and driving all that.
Yeah.
Remember, because it was called Funny People, you thought it was gonna be funny, and it was just really sad.
I didn't watch that movie until like last year. It was really good.
It's a great
Hey,
movie.
have you
but
guys
it's
seen
not-
Funny People?
not
It's
really-
really good.
Yeah, it's not. It's just sad.
Yeah.
Like you have to go into it knowing it's not like it's not really a comedy as
Yeah.
much as it is.
It's like clickbait.
It is just like a sad story.
I thought it was gonna be Adam Sandler going, I have Cant, buddy. I got stage 2.
I'm shampoo. I'm
So this is called Funny People. When was this released?
You ever heard of this?
Really?
You haven't seen this? You
Yeah.
haven't heard of this? What's the deal with Funny People?
What's the deal?
Yeah, just talk about Jay Leno.
Ah, man.
Funny. Oh man, that came out like 15 years ago, probably.
Yeah,
Dang.
Adam Sandler gets cancer, and then Seth Rogen.
Yeah. So
writes
Adam
jokes
Sandler's
for him.
like, it's basically, I mean, him as the celebrity he was like did like a prank show. Like he's just like a big time comedian, and then he gets cancer, and but he like hires Seth Rogen to be like his like ghostwriter basically, because he's sort of washed up, and he's like not like he's just like out of it. He doesn't really have that like passion and inspiration. So he sort of hires him, and then Seth Rogen just sort of like realizes what a sad fucking life he has. He's still hung up on his ex-girlfriend from long time ago, and he's like still trying to hook up with her or whatever.
Yeah. That would never happen to Adam Sandler in real life. I think Adam Sandler is a genius that only comes once in like a couple generations, and he's gonna be one of the greatest.
I can't tell if you're doing a bit.
I'm no bit here. No bit here. Adam Sandler is truly the greatest director, writer, actor of all time. Who has more range? Anybody?
No, I mean, I will say, like, he is an incredible, like, when it comes down to it, like, Uncut Gems, Punch Drunk Love, Hustle.
Yeah.
Like, he's got,
Yeah.
like, acting chops.
He played a
dude.
mentally handicapped billionaire and a mentally handicapped football player. Come on. Who else?
Dude, maybe that's his goal.
What are you talking about, Mr.
It's just
Deeds?
to make a movie where he just mentally
Are
handicapped.
you talking about Mr. Deeds?
Billy Madison and the other one.
I thought you were talking about Mr. Deeds.
What? That one too, yeah. Or no, the other one. The Water
Waterboy.
Boy. Water Boy.
Waterboy.
Yeah, dude.
He wasn't mentally handicapped.
He played a mentally
There were others in there, but not him.
He played a mentally
Terry
handicapped.
Crews was.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious. Who's your guys' favorite comedians?
Jeff Dunham. Carlos Mencia. I don't know.
Gallagher.
This guy's pretty good.
Gallagher.
Gallagher's fire. Fuck what anyone says, dude.
Okay,
You're doing a bit, and I don't think it's nasty that you would say that. I think it's why would you say that about Gallagher, dude?
Oh my god, dude.
Why would you? Why are you making fun of Gallagher? Why are you making fun of one of the greatest comedians of all
chill.
time?
I got you on this podcast, so I got you off right
He was like, "Can you come on?" And I was like, "I mean, yeah, okay, I don't care."
We're gonna get swept up by a tornado anyway.
Yeah, dude.
None of this
Right
matters.
before the Don't Tell show.
None of this matters. I think like the two that I like, my two like biggest like inspirations are like Nate Bargatze and Gary Goldman.
Okay.
Gary Goldman, I think, is just like one of the greatest writers of all time, and Nate Bargatze is like the epitome of perfect timing and delivery.
Yeah, he's really good.
So I love those two. Man, I mean, there's so many. Obviously, the big ones: Bill Burr,
Yeah.
Patrice O'Neill, Big J. Okerson, Rory Scovel. I don't know. I could just. I mean, I would just stay here forever.
I
just going on.
always tell everybody my favorite number one, hands down, fucking Daniel Tosh.
Oh, really? I haven't heard that one in a long time.
Yeah.
And you know what's so funny? I was just wondering, like, what, because like after Tosh.0 got finally, you know, had its last thing, it's just like, where's he? Daniel Tosh was one of the people that made me want to start doing comedy. Like, True Stories that I made up, and what was the one that he did in Orange County?
It was like what? Was it Happy Thoughts or?
No, before Happy Thoughts. Before Happy Thoughts.
Oh, before Happy Thoughts, it was fuck. I don't remember what it's called.
It was the one he does like at that club in Irvine.
I forgot what that one was called.
Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah.
I
but
know
it's,
all these.
But it's but yeah. So his first his album and then his first special were like the two that I watched over and over and over.
Right now, I think I've watched his like his newest one in like 2017, People Pleaser. Like
Yeah, the one
like
whenever he
6
says,
times.
"Wouldn't it be funny if this girl got raped?" That was probably my favorite Daniel Tosh special. That one is really good. Now, if we're talking comedic inspirations, my top 3: Bill Cosby, Louis C.K., Chris D'Elia. Those are my. That's who really inspires me to do stand-up.
So really quick, is he actually like a creep?
All right, you tell me. You're in the lookalike club.
I've gotten everybody, dude.
Damn.
When the hair's short, I get Dane Cook, and then when the hair's long, I get Chris D'Elia.
Damn, when are they gonna start comparing you to people that are funny? Come on, folks.
Hey, whoa, save it for the stage.
Make sure you tip your wait staff.
Support the troops. Support the troops.
Check out the specials. We got buckets.
Dude, I mean, did you watch the Chris D'Elia problem?
No.
It's that documentary that just came out on YouTube. That comedian who's also like part-time journalist, basically. He like did a whole.
And it turns out he's like pretty much like innocent. That's what the whole documentary is like. He's innocent, which is crazy.
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
weird.
if you can't use your status to start a pedophile sex cult harem, then I mean, what's the point?
What is the point?
Why make it to the top if you can't be above the law?
yeah.
You know,
You can't go,
are you
"Hey, I
really
wanna
at the top if you're not above the law?
He just wanted to start his own middle school. It's all twisted.
He's just trying to recruit, get a good football team.
That specialized purely in sex education.
One class.
Middle school sex education. I mean, he's ahead of his time. It's very progressive middle school PE teacher.
I really did like that guy. When I was like a freshman in high school, I thought he was the bee's knees.
See, I actually never no offense to him or anything, but like I never really got it.
Yeah, his like I've never.
You're not. So it's not for you. That's why.
I've never thought
It's for middle schoolers that he has chained up in a fucking basement in L.A.
He needs to make them laugh every once in a while.
He made a bunch of girls like get his initials like tattooed on their neck, like a branding and shit.
Which honestly, power move.
No, for real.
That's
though.
pretty
Wow.
fire.
What's that DL or Chris D'Elia stand for? CD stand for?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
So like you know,
I
own you now.
I do know of one person. I think it was. I think I.
Who has that on their neck?
Who said that they were like messaging him, and like the only thing that they had was that like when they said that they were 16, he stopped.
Is that what she brought it for show and tell?
Yeah.
I have DMs from Chris D'Elia.
It's funny. I have the opposite story. He was messaging my.
He said 18. He was like,
he was messaging my sister, and he found out that she wasn't 14 and stopped messaging her. He really does that. My sister literally has
Is
like.
that true?
Yeah, I swear to God, he was messaging my sister.
That's cool.
Dang.
Yeah.
Did he know it was your sister?
No, he doesn't know me. He's like, oh, this is Max Pryce's sister.
I'm gonna fuck this low comedian sister.
That's funny.
The guy who works at the Funny Bone? Oh, shit. Now I'm in deep.
That's fucking funny. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. Like he was, because he was like messaging her, and she thought it was crazy that he was messaging her. So, and she knew that like her friend was obsessed with him, so she screenshot the message to send to her friend. And I guess when you screenshot a message on Instagram, I guess it like sends a notification to them. And so. And he was like, why did you screenshot my message or whatever? And she was like, oh, I'm sorry, I just want to show my friend because I thought it was crazy you messaged me. He was like, that's fucked up, don't do that. And he blocked her.
Dang! thing. He knew.
So
he
yeah,
knew.
so,
He knew what was
so,
happening.
yeah, that is shows that like he's got some shit to hide. You know.
Dang. Yeah, that's fucked. Like, that's some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I, as a comedian, I've always wanted to nail a tight 5, but being a pedophile is just not what I wanted to do.
Hey, come on now.
Hey, come on.
That's like,
We'll be right back, folks. Jesus.
shit. Oh my God, Chris dude, what's with all these comedians doing fucked up shit, dude?
Who would have thought? I mean, all comedians are, so level-headed. I mean, if there's anything that comedians are known for, is that they are straight-shooting, level-headed, very sane people. I mean, we're all across the board. I mean, there's nothing ever wrong with us. I mean, you need the approval of strangers every night because you're a normal person, a sane normal person.
I agree, Max. He is
approval.
innocent.
Yeah.
I think we should just make a bunch of signs and stand outside of the documentary place that they made it. And
Hey, can you clip this? Chris D'Elia is innocent. Put that out there for me. Can you clip that and put that out
yeah,
for the
we'll put that
podcast?
out. We'll
Thanks.
say
Appreciate it.
Ronaldo.
Max, cover your face.
Yeah. He's just like, dude, what are you doing? He's like, he's not.
Don't do this.
Yeah, dude, he brought me here to burn it down.
Please don't do this.
He's like, all right, we heard Eddie's got this podcast. Let's just fucking cancel it.
This is not the time.
Oh my God.
Bill Cosby is going on tour too.
Yeah, dude. Like, what's with this? Everyone's back on the road.
There's a 2-drink minimum, but they only need one. Come on now,
Dude, oh shit.
Yeah, baby.
Dude. That's
I
Oh,
wonder where
shit.
he's I wonder where he's going. You think he can sell out theaters and shit?
Oh,
Or-
dude.
Yes.
I don't think that he's gonna lose. Like, to him, it's not gonna look like he's lost any business.
No, he's gonna.
That's wild.
He'll sell
Dude,
tickets.
wild.
Could be wrong, but he'll sell tickets.
Wild.
Yeah.
How do you even? I wonder.
Like, what do you talk about?
Here's the
at that
thing.
point?
Here's the thing.
Like,
Like,
you know what I mean?
like I know when Louis C.K. like with Louis C.K.'s scandal, when he went back out, he would start the show with a quick little joke about it. But his was like, he didn't do anything illegal. He didn't,
Yeah.
it's like it was just like kind of like weird, perverted, creepy shit or whatever
Yeah.
like that. So it was it wasn't a big deal. But it's like Cosby's is like
like,
it's
a
like
lot of women.
You can't
and-
like. It's weird. It's weird to say anything about it, and it's also weird not to bring it up. It's like
Yeah.
the elephant in the room, but also that's like not an elephant you want to address. So it's like I don't even know how you go about. But I mean, I don't. Not that you should. I mean, I think you should still be in prison in the first place. But
He lets them all do guest spots before. They all get to do 5 minutes opening the show.
each one of them, it is the longest show that you've ever seen.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
If every woman who came out against him did 30 seconds, it would still be the longest
It'd be
show.
so funny if he came out and just like, oops. And that was it.
That's just the whole show.
He just goes, my bad.
Just saying sorry the entire time.
Yeah, that's pretty dark shit. That guy was pretty evil.
That.
He's still around though.
That's the thing. It's always the it's because like he was the one who's always like, judging comedians for cursing in their sets and stuff. It's
Chris
like it's
D'Elia was
always
always like sober. He would brag about being sober. But
it's always those people who are like have this sort of like holier than thou kind of like thing. They're always the ones with the darkest
yeah,
shit.
your
behind
genes are
them.
holier than that.
That's fucking hilarious. So anybody.
Hey, what are those? Your church pants?
It's easy access.
Hell, I'll
Oh,
grab your
shit.
dick right now. Don't start, dude.
Doesn't even have to like go in.
That's
Just
why I brought you along.
touch the kneecap.
That's why I brought him along.
Hell yeah, man. But
Got to put these Mexicans to work.
Yeah, that's good.
I was gonna say, I mean, a lot of the homeless people here are, double agents. So if you want to just like head down a street and have a couple dollars hanging on you, you know what I mean?
Double agent.
Yeah.
That means a homeless person will suck you off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh.
I'll do it.
I mean, I've already got AIDS, so I mean, you can't get it twice.
Oh no, I got double AIDS.
It just like compounds every time. AIDS squared.
Dude, did you hear about Timmy in Oklahoma? He's got
Double
quadruple AIDS, dude. He's got octuple AIDS.
Dude, that's fucking.
That's not funny.
Yeah.
That's not.
All right, folks, let's
bring it back in.
let's reel it back
Bring
in.
it back.
Let's reel it back in. We're really off the rails here.
So you guys coming from St. Louis, you guys are here in Columbus. This is the second city you said you guys were at. You guys were in Dayton before.
Dayton before
Where'd you guys
Columbus.
Well,
and
we
then-
were in.
Oh yeah, it's
Milton.
like not technically. I thought it was. It's like outside of Dayton.
The wonderful whites of West Milton.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's basically a way to describe it. But
WWMs.
Yeah,
And
they
then,
were. It was great. It was a fun time. Wyatt Lutz had us out there. You know.
yeah,
did a
White's
little
great,
show.
man. White,
How's the crowd out there?
well, that was the thing is that like normally that apparently of course I mean we're like we were talking about before we are like the kings of should have been here last week, you know. It's like so like that's literally what it was. It's like we got there and they're like this show is like sold out every single month and you guys came the one time where like it's like 2 tables.
Of course.
And it was like basically like 3 tables. One of them was talking the whole time. The other one's like barely paying attention. And then there's like people way back at the bar. And then there's like 1 table of people like paying attention. And it was like, oh, I had like a rough set because like it was also like there's like 2 people who could even like understand what I was talking about half the time. It was like just a lot of like older rural people. And I'm trying to do a joke about Venmo, and they're like, we still write checks out here. I don't know what you're talking about, So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna.
Still not the worst road gig we've done. Though.
Oh, 100%.
We did a show for 2 people.
Yeah.
On the road one
Like
time.
a ticketed show?
Yeah. So it's been worse than that for sure. So
Yeah,
I'd say,
we've had worse.
It's a good lift off. It's a good start. Tonight's sold out though. So
Tonight's sold out.
Don't tell shows, don't worry. Or
Yeah.
always show.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about this one
Right.
being like, oh, 3 people.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, guys, I promise.
Yeah.
No, we're really excited for tonight. And then I mean, Helltown in Cincinnati has a great reputation for. I mean, he's like, I think the first show's already like close to sold out, and then second show is usually pretty good. I have no idea about Cleveland. I've never been to Cleveland, so I don't know anything about that. But I mean, whatever.
How long have you been on the road for? Like just like doing stuff. Like how long have you been traveling for?
I think
36 hours. It's only been.
I just started last week. The one funniest person was like, it's time to go. It's like
I gotta hit other cities. I've done everything I can in St. Louis. I mean, I got really lucky in the fact that I actually started in like the all black scene.
Okay.
And that was like basically what I worked, and like I got a lot of work through that. So like I started traveling like really early on because like they would just like because like a lot of those black clothes shows like want a token white guy,
Yeah.
And it was like me and like 2 other white comics in St. Louis who could actually do those rooms, and like not bomb. And so we got like a ton of work in the city, just being the token white guy on those shows. And then they would spread our name out and stuff. And so like I started traveling to a bunch of different cities to be the token white guy on other shows like that. And so I started traveling like that really early on. And then I sort of eventually my style changed a lot, I kind of like once I found my voice, my jokes just didn't really relate or hit in those kind of rooms anymore. So I sort of like fell out of that and then started doing the clubs, and then so like most of my traveling for a while was just like small like independent stuff, but like eventually I started like once I started featuring, I like started getting like some road feature work and stuff, and then just been kind of building my way from there. But I've been like headlining at Fort Wayne Comedy Club every year for the last like 3 years and stuff. So, but that's like the one club that I headline. But I'm like slowly moving my way up. Hopefully, be headlining some more clubs in bigger places soon. Like this whole. Except for tonight, don't tell because it's just like basically a showcase thing. This whole tour I'm headlining. What?
He said, "You said this. Don't tell." I said, "I won't."
Oh yeah. Oh. Well, we're all about originality on this show, folks. Hey, that joke hasn't been done yet. So yeah, and then you've been traveling for a little while now, haven't you?
Yeah. We've been on.
You want to expand on that?
You could say we're sort of a caravan of sorts. And we've come from Mexico.
You sound like a gypsy.
And we haven't stopped moving since. I'm part of MS-13. Yeah. No, that's what's cool about St. Louis. It's like, pretty chill, small town. So you can like stand out and like, you can start getting work at the clubs pretty quickly and get out on the road. It's very centrally located. Everything's like 4 to 5 hours away from St. Louis, so that's nice. But yeah, I just did the Kansas City Festival. I'm going to Paris, Texas next weekend for that festival.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you really gotta. You gotta specify Texas. Texas. Every time you mention Paris.
Yes, Paris.
I'm going to Paris for comedy.
Texas. And then I did. I don't know. Did some theaters in St. Louis and stuff.
Oh, yeah, he opened for Hassan Minaj at Stifle Theater in St. Louis a few months ago.
Oh shit! How'd that go?
I shit on stage.
Damn.
No, it was cool. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I was like
diapers before the show.
They gave me diapers. They had
how many people?
2,600. Yeah, it holds.
I couldn't even imagine like the sold out Funny Bone show is like 320 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
It's gotta be what? Columbus Funny Bone? It's gotta be more than that. There's no way. That place is huge.
So the bottom is like 280.
The Westport.
Look it up, EJ.
Yeah, look it up. I worked there. I mean, hold on.
Yeah, what the hell you?
Yeah, it's like, hold on.
Dude, there's no way. There's gotta be more than that. The Westport Funny Bone holds 350. Max capacity is 315, and that place is way smaller.
Maybe.
Yeah, but
that's
not everybody.
Because like when I did
four guys at the Westport Funny Bone. Shout out.
When I did Columbus Funny Bone, when I was on tour with Casey Fry, it was sold out, and there's no way that many people could also fit in at the Westport Funny Bone.
Times that by 4.
Yeah, 2,600.
So the bottom is about 290. And the top floor is would be 2 times that plus another 3, so 15 tables, 15 times 4. Do some parentheses so it doesn't fuck
That would
up.
be 60. 290 plus 60.
Yeah.
So that would be 350.
Yeah, like 360, 370.
370. Okay, that makes a little more sense. I was gonna say.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but regardless, 400 people.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine standing in front of fucking 5 times that amount.
Yeah, it was no big deal. No, it was cool. It was like I watched a guy. Luckily, I got to go up in the middle. So the guy that opened the show, I got to kind of stand behind the curtain and watch him do stand-up. And I was like, oh, he's just doing stand-up.
Yeah.
So then I went out there and just did stand-up. And
Is it different than like doing it in a club? 'Cause I've heard that because there's so many people when you're doing like bigger rooms like that, that it takes longer.
That time. Well, you got
you definitely slow down for sure, and you wait for the laughs to come back. That was the thing. Is like you got to have your beats right. So there's jokes where I definitely had my beats, but there's like 1 or 2 in the middle where I was like, this isn't quite theater. It's not quite working the same as it does in a club. And then you also get so used like in a club of like delivering like right here. You just deliver right here, and then you like look up and you're like, oh fuck. You're like, oh god, dude, there's another 1,000 people up there.
That's crazy.
So yeah, it's a totally different thing, but it's still just doing stand-up. Yeah.
Dang. That's crazy. 2,600 people.
Yeah, it was cool.
Damn.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
that's always been. I know that's my biggest thing too. Is anytime I do a place that has a balcony, I will literally. It'll be like I have like 2 minutes left, and I look up. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. There's people like above me that I got to talk to as well. Like the Laugh Factory in Chicago, is it literally used to be a small theater. So I mean that place is huge, and God, I love that place so much. I got passed there last year. So I'm there pretty regularly, and they fill it. I mean, they do 3 shows Friday, 3 shows Saturday, fill it up every single show every night. And so, I mean, but yeah, that like I always forget. I mean, it's, you know, a huge stage too, and like I always forget about the balcony until like I'm like almost done with my set, and then I like try to talk to them for a while. But
Are you guys huge on crowd work?
No, I'm a
I like it, but I don't do it all the time.
I'm a long format storyteller.
Okay.
So like literally like in my headlining set, like my last 30 minutes is like 4 jokes.
Wow.
Yeah, I do like I have like I have 1 10-minute bit, 2 7-minute bits, and a 6-minute and a 5-minute, something like that throughout my set. Yeah.
Damn.
So I have like my even like a headlining 45. It's like my set list is like this. You know, like it's like this long. You know.
Yeah, I'm a fucking dumbass.
Dude.
I don't think in thoughts longer than 30 seconds.
Dude, no, for real though. Like the storytelling thing is just like completely is like it's not within my grasp yet. Like I just like am so bad.
Well, it's
when it
interesting
comes to
watching
stories.
this guy work it out because it's totally different. Working it out is totally different than
Than, like,
like
having
working
it-
out.
So I
a
gotta do it
joke.
in chunks. Yeah, like especially like that.
Not even that, not even like the chunks part of it, but just like you coming in like raw with it. Like the first time you go up with it and you just kind of like go with the story and you feel it out. It's like a totally different thing than like, all right, here's a joke. Is this right?
Yeah.
Is this correct? Did I do the math right? And people are like, yes or no. And then for your thing, it's like, it's very loose, free form.
Yeah, it takes a
figuring
lot
it out.
longer. Yeah, it takes a lot longer to figure out like figure out how to like perfect a 10-minute bit. But like I mean, I don't like ever recommend like people like starting out like doing storytelling because
Can I
you
go
like
pee-pee?
you have to be you have to learn how. hey.
Let's quit.
You have to like you need to like first learn how to like tell a joke and like how a joke structure works, you know, because you're doing regular joke structure within the stories, you know. So kind of like what Ali Sadiq said. He goes, every single part of a story doesn't have to be funny, but it at least has to be interesting, you know, because you got to keep their attention, you know. So but that's the thing, like a lot of times I'll think of like jokes, just like regular short jokes, but it doesn't really fit my style to do it by itself. So I kind of log them away, and then whenever I'm writing a story, I go back to these like either one-liners or just like short jokes, you know, that just have like a funny line in them, and I think about how I can integrate them into that. So my you know, I'll basically what I do first is like I write out the story, and then once I have the story written out, I go back and I first think what I can just naturally make funny like about that, you know, add like jokes in here and there, and then from there, if like there's like, you know, parts that it's like it's too long between like, you know, between laughs, you know, then from there.
Princess,
you know, I tried, and I always try to keep my stories as like true to like, I mean like keep it to the real truth as much as possible. I don't like, you know, like I'll never just like completely make up a whole story or anything, and but you know, sometimes you have to embellish a little bit or like tweak little things. So every once in a while, like if I have like a really great joke to like put in there, then I'll like, you know, twist up the story a little bit to like add that, you know, or I'll just like use that as an aside, you know, like I have this bit about like sleeping with an older woman or whatever, and I used to have this joke about humidifiers, and it was just like you know, its own whole separate joke about humidifiers, but because it's like such a random thing, because I'm not even like that kind of comic, is like I had this joke and I would have these like 2 lines in there that would kill, but it was like so like it's so weird to like do a story about, you know, like a road trip and then do this random thing about, oh, humidifiers are weird, and then go into a story about relationships, you know. It's like it just like makes no sense. So
you did this thing where you were able to compact and put them together.
So basically, so within this story about sleeping with this older woman, I mentioned I go to her house And I just like do the side thing where I say that she I like a house because she owns cute things that only women in their 40s own, like humidifiers. And then I can do this little side I've got these 2 lines about like humidifiers, and it kills every time. But it's like it still works in my story, so I was able to. All it really did was I can still use the joke, and I just punched up this story more, Wow. So that's like what you have to do with stories, is just try to like integrate. You still have to know how to write jokes and like know how joke structure works, but you just like have to integrate that into the flow of a story.
How long would you say? Were you always a story guy?
No. So like it came more natural for me just because when I was younger I wanted to be a novelist.
Oh.
So I used to always write story. I was always writing stories.
You never told me this.
I was learning some shit about
saving it
on
for
the road.
later.
You learned some.
We're not at that point in our relationship yet. What did you want to be? What did you want to be when you were growing up?
Yeah, I got new stuff to make fun of you for. That's good.
So I used to like always write, like short stories, or like, I was like working. I had like ideas for novels and stuff like that. So like longer format storytelling was just like kind of like a natural thing for me.
Yeah.
And so like when I first started out, I was just trying to learn how jokes worked. Like when I first started out, I spent like a couple of months just doing one-liner stuff, which is like so. To see me now, you'd be like this dude did one-liner.
Yeah.
It was just like I was just figuring out how like jokes worked, and then. The first time, like probably like a few years in when I told my first story, it just felt so natural because and also because I'm very high energy on stage. There's no.
You move around a lot.
Yeah, there's no no matter how big the stage is, I will use every part of it. I'm all over the place. So you can't, imagine doing like a Mitch Hedberg joke, running around. It's just like it doesn't. So it just fits my style more. I can't just stand in one spot. I got to be everywhere. I'm like talking to people. I'm making them part of the story. I'm like, whatever. So it just kind of fits. It just fits me.
What about you, Ronaldo? You seem like a little bit more of a chill guy.
What?
On stage.
Oh, for comedy?
Yeah.
I don't do comedy.
I just sit down on the stool.
He just asks if anyone needs any weed.
What I mostly do is I go up there, I go, hey, what's your deal, bitch? And then
they're like, ha ha ha.
And then I eat the stool's pussy, and that's about it. Yeah, I'm more like I like to fuck the stool kind of guy.
Oh, nice. Those are the best comedians.
Yeah, dude.
And then Mike stand in the
stool.
And
then he takes a 10-minute pause to thank the troops for what they do in our country.
I tell the DJ to kick it, and then I dance.
He tells the audience, I ain't afraid of y'all. I ain't scared of y'all.
Motherfuckers.
He does one line from every big comedian. Tells people he gets no respect.
I go comedy, and then I go, hey, thanks, I'm Kevin Hart, and I get off stage. No, I don't know. I try to fucking write jokes, or like if I say something funny, then I go, let me try to say that on stage.
All right.
And then if I like.
You're like observational and anecdotal. You don't have like long format. Anecdotal is just like, it's not like a whole story, like a journey, but like you'll do things like me and my friend were hanging out. He said this, I did this, blah blah blah,
right.
or like he does a lot of observational stuff, like things he's seen that are. Yeah.
What's the deal with human trafficking? Like that.
You steal a woman and you sell her to another person.
Wait, is this the sex trafficking, the human trafficking capital of America?
So Toledo is technically.
Really? Toledo is?
Somebody was saying something about it last night.
Yeah. So it goes Toledo, and then the number one event is Columbus Arnold
People
Classic.
always talk about how tough the Toledo funny bone is, and I mean that makes sense. They're all just sitting there.
There's all good in that. It's like this comedian is from
they're like
California.
Nobody's paying attention to their jokes. They're like, where is my daughter?
Dude,
finish your cute story. I'm about to go to
I
China,
just want
motherfucker.
to be reunited with my family. Why is this guy joking at a time like this?
Dude,
So goddamn
that
funny.
shit's crazy. I just had a friend tell me about this comedy show that he went to the other day. I don't remember what town it was in, but it was a room he'd never been in. They're doing a show, and the guy that's from that town, he's like eating shit, and they're like not liking his stuff. And I guess some lady had just got kidnapped and murked.
Jesus Christ.
And then he's like, "What? Somebody get kidnapped back there and murked?" Little did he know, that girl's sister works there.
What?
Ah, dude! So, dude,
So
the
he's
crowd fucking
Yeah.
flips on him.
Yeah.
Everybody, they hate everybody
that guy's
now.
never welcome back. Yeah. That's
Can you believe that, man?
Can you help
That's so
that? I
funny.
mean,
Dude.
what are the odds?
Dude.
Come on.
That's so great.
Like,
You do
dude,
that, you crowd-
That's like when
what's
it's bombing and you're like, "What funeral did you guys come from?" Someone literally came
Yeah,
from the funeral. It's like,
funeral.
okay, it's just a
Yeah.
turn of phrase. I don't know.
Dude, yeah, dude. I'm just like, fuck, dude.
Wow.
Like,
Yeah, that's bad.
He
Yeah.
knew about the thing, but he didn't know about the girl's sister working there.
Wow. That's wild. I mean, how are you? I mean,
Sounds like we're stopping in Toledo. Right?
Yeah, dude. Dude, that's crazy. So we got tonight Columbus.
Yeah.
Don't Tell show. We got tomorrow.
Cleveland.
Burning River Indie
Independent
Comedy Club.
All right. And are these shows sold out? Can people buy tickets to these shows? or-
Burning River. No,
Is
there's
this gonna be out? Is this live streaming?
No.
Oh, thank God.
He's like,
I'm gonna need you to edit out everything I
He's
said.
like,
Everything I said.
just remove him. Just put a giant
Okay.
black box and
All right.
Yeah,
So when does this come up?
audio edits for him. And if you could edit out the herpes sore on my lip, that would be. I am still trying to get some puss while I'm on the stool. So if they could not know about that.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah, you can still buy tickets to the Helltown show. The first show is probably about to sell out. You can buy tickets to the late one, definitely, and then also you can buy tickets for the Burning River Independent Comedy Club show as well.
So you guys got, so that's Cleveland tomorrow, right? All right. And that's-
Wait, is Helltown free? No, it's not.
No.
No, yeah. Buy
$10.
tickets to that. Sorry.
And when,
They're all
when's-
$10.
and when's
I
Helltown?
think.
Helltown?
Helltown
Saturday.
is Saturday.
Saturday?
Yep.
Yeah, at the Comet.
Okay. Hell
The
yeah.
Comet in Cincinnati.
Is that clear out everything, or you guys hitting more?
Yeah, we're going.
We'll go back. We'll go back, and then I've come back and I do. I've got like a couple independent shows, and I'm doing the other funny. Like I just did the weekend at the Westport Funny Bone before, last weekend. I'm doing this. I come back, do a couple independent shows on the weekend. And then the weekend after that, I'm doing the other Funny Bone, and then I'm going and then I'm doing some.
Where
road
can they
dates.
find all that stuff, Max?
On my Instagram at hellacute_666.
It's a good place. Check it out.
Yeah, check out my Instagram. I post new clips pretty regularly.
And nude clips.
And you can get my there's a link tree to my OnlyFans, so you can figure it out there.
Ronaldo, what's your stuff going on? What you got going
Just
on?
go check out Riff Laugh Love, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Ronaldo Sucks on Instagram.
It actually is a really good podcast too. Like him and two other great STL comics, like favorites in the Aaron Porter and Will O'Donnell. Those are like
Yeah, Aaron, Aaron's like 28, 29, and our buddy Willie's like 60, and he comes we have fun. It's a good time. So check it out.
he is. I mean, not 60, but he is old enough to be their dads.
No. I mean, he's 58, 60, close enough, But, yeah.
He's like 32.
He's 40. He's like 40.
Check out the show, and Ronaldo Sucks on Instagram.
All right, yeah, that's fucking dope. We're trying to get this out like as soon as possible to make sure that like at least the Saturday show people can buy tickets
Awesome,
to.
man.
So yeah, and that's in Cincinnati.
Yeah,
so
the
Cleveland
Comet.
tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Cincinnati on Saturday, January 21st.
Oh yeah, tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah.
Dude, shit's been so fucked up. I'm just like all out of
You're
date.
all
like,
over the place, dude.
all over the place today. Yeah, like you should have seen me before the podcast, trying to run around.
Yeah, you looked hectic.
He's like,
You
oh,
fucking pulled into that parking spot like you had 40 seconds till fucking
I had
ejection.
Toledo girls in my car trying to get out of here. It's like, get in the car, let's go.
We got a podcast to do. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, guys, thanks for fucking listening.
Hey,
we got fucking Max. We got fucking Ronaldo. Thanks for coming in, guys.
Yeah, we had a great time. Thanks for
You guys are going to have a
bringing
fucking
us in.
dope-ass time at the Don't Tell show tonight.
Yeah,
so.
man. It's going to be
Thanks.
rad.
Yeah, so thanks for listening. You guys can catch us on YouTube, Spotify, Help I'm High, Can't Get Down. We'll catch you guys next time.
Thank you, guys.